Hello everyone! In this video I would like to speak about input from file and show you a demo on this. So what is input from file? The input from file allows the user to bring real-world measurement data into CarMaker for manual control. Let's say I start driving my real car from location A to location B. During my travel, I'm going to measure driver inputs such as brake, gas, clutch pedal inputs, and I could also record the car's position and the speed or velocity of my car. I can bring this measured information into CarMaker through the option Input from File. In CarMaker, we support 3 use cases. Either you can use a profile based on time or based on distance, or you can also override the maneuvers of the driver. Depending on what kind of profile you are using, you need to set the motion option and the maneuvers in a different way. In the speed measurement, it's time-based. For longitudinal dynamics, set speed profile for motion. If the speed measurements is distance-based, set the IPG driver for motion. If the input file does not specify a time-based or distance-based speed profile, but overrides the driver, pedal, steering input, or other, the selected motion for longitudinal and lateral dynamics does not matter. The selected signals are overwritten by the input file. In this GUI, I can select the measurement data saved in ASCII file format. Once I have this file, I can use the right channel from the measurement data for the correct quantity in CarMaker. Let's see a small demo on this. I have CarMaker open. Let me create a small road that is around 10,000 meters long and set up a simple route. Once I have my road and my route ready, I would like to use the demo car and create a maneuver for 500 seconds. Under the longitudinal dynamics, I need to select speed profile for the motion option because I want to use a time-based speed profile. I can open the import from file GUI via the main GUI through parameters and then import from file, or I can also use the scenario editor in the dynamic mode in the maneuver settings and here import from file and use this green arrow. Once I have the input from file window open, I can select the measurement data from here. The measurement data should be saved in the sim input folder in your project folder. In our product examples, you will find also certain examples provided. Let's say, for example, I use the val profile ASCII file and can say yes. Once I have selected a file, I can use the content option on the right. By long pressing, I get the option to edit file and view the ASCII file. I can also long press and choose plot file to visualize the data in IPG control. This plot represents the speed target for the maneuver. I want to clarify that I'm not going to override the speed of the car. Rather, I would like to set this as a speed target for the driver or for the maneuver. Hence, I would like to select the checkbox for the speed target. Once I selected this speed target, I need to choose the right channel in this file. For speed target, right channel is val, or velocity. Under the time section, I need to select the time channel. Since the time is in seconds, I will use a factor for 1. You can see that the velocity is in kilometers. So I need to convert the velocity from kilometers per hour to meters per second. I will provide the signals factor for the conversion, which is 0.2778. I can select the different start condition if I want to. For example, instead of gear 1, I could start with gear 2 and a velocity of 100. However, for this demo, I will just keep the default settings. Once I provide the information from the input from file, let me close this and start the simulation. For a comparison, I can add the car's velocity to IPG control. Let's see this a little bit bigger. I can change the unit to kilometers per hour. And now we can speed this a little bit up. And as you can see, the velocity is very similar to the one we gave into CarMaker. So here it should be 100 kilometers per hour, and it is 100.007. I can also give you one more example. The extended use case of this input from file would be the European NEDC cycle. You can have the cycle maneuver input in the format of input from file and use it in CarMaker, whether for test automation or the test manager. You can test different powertrain configurations or different vehicles for emissions. There is also an example under the product example powertrain. For this, go on File, Open, and then Product Examples, Powertrain, Driving Cycles, EU, NEDC. And this example includes road information, vehicle information, and the speed profile for the driving cycle. NEDC measurement data. This data includes the time, profile, velocity, velocity limit, gear, and selector control. Once I start this simulation, the EGOS maneuver follows the input from file. If you want to know more about input from files, I just suggest looking into the user's guide under the scenario editor and then input from file. We explain the input from file GUI, the syntax of the measurement file, and the reference channel. This was a short description of the input from file option. Thank you for your time and have fun trying it out for yourself.